Hi Aries, welcome. Thanks so much for joining me on my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Aries for this coming week in September. Today is Sunday the 13th. So Aries, I have not uploaded a video in a while for you. It's been quite a while. I'm back up and running. There were a few things that were preventing me from uploading videos, but I'm back. So I hope you all are doing well. I want to remind you, new viewers and returning viewers alike, that this is a general reading, and that means that it can apply to just about anything in your life, any type of relationship, any type of situation or circumstance that you're dealing with. I also want to remind you to be flexible with the energy. You can interchange the roles within the reading regardless of gender, and that means you can be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. You might feel like I'm reading for you. You might feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. Parts of the reading may resonate for you and other parts might not. So take what does and leave what doesn't. I always intend to reach those that need this message and will benefit from it in some way. So I hope that's you today. I hope you get something out of this reading, and I hope that it's beneficial to you. So Aries, we're going to get started here after a shuffle or two more. As you can see, Carmela's here. She's hanging out. She's decided to spend some time on her cage. She's sitting on the door, and Sylvester the cat is here, but he's hanging out on the couch right now. He might make his way over here. We'll see what happens. And so let's go ahead and cut these and get started and see what we've got for Aries. Here we go. Justice. 5 of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. 9 of Wands. And then we have the Fool in reverse. Come on, come on. Sit on my shoulder. Okay, so Aries, let's see what we've got here. So I feel like you may have given something up in the past that just wasn't working for you. If this was a job or a situation, maybe a connection or a relationship, but I feel like you gave something up in the past that just wasn't right. It wasn't satisfying. It wasn't making you happy. Maybe it just wasn't your thing. Whatever this 8 of Pentacles in reverse is for you, Aries, I feel like you've given something up or released it or decided to let it go. This isn't right for me. I need to let this go. I need to walk away from this. So whatever this looks like for you, I think this could be a relationship, could be anything. 8 of Pentacles feels like it could be job, work related. Maybe some kind of financial investment, whatever the case may be. It feels like it could be that, but it could be anything. You might be waiting for the tides to turn, or you might be waiting on some news. I feel like you put a significant amount of energy into recovering from maybe whatever after effects you were dealing with regard to whatever this was in the past for you that you've let go. I think that you've done some healing. I think you've done some soul searching. I think you've come to terms with things. And I think that you might be, at this point in time, ready for a new beginning, ready for a new start, ready for something else to come your way to get the ball rolling again. But there's some hesitancy, some fear, maybe some trepidation, maybe feeling a little uncertain what what does the future hold for me? What kind of opportunities are available? What are my next steps forward? How do I get to this point where I feel like I'm back on the right track, making some positive moves in the right direction? So I feel like you could be waiting on some news or some information, or maybe waiting on someone to contact you or some communication. Maybe you've put some effort or energy into something new and you're kind of waiting for some progress or signs of progress, movement forward. Let's see what else we get for Aries. The Lovers. And Justice again. Interesting. So this could be related to a connection or a relationship. Ten of Wands. Five of Cups again in reverse. Death in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So whatever this was that you're leaving behind or have given up on or released into the universe, whatever this was for you, again, whether it's a connection, job, maybe both, maybe there's a few different things you've kind of released and said this just wasn't right for me, it wasn't allowing me to live to my full potential. Whatever these things were for you, or this thing was for you, it was definitely a burden. Something that you'd probably been carrying around for a while. Maybe you felt obligations or felt like you couldn't make some decisions to move forward. But I think that whatever you've released was definitely a significant burden to you, and you're still probably in the recovery process. Again, this could be either tied to or at an actual connection or relationship that's significant to you, or it could be that you had to release whatever these burdens were in the past so that you could move toward some positive connections or a positive connection that's right for you, that's meant for you, that you should be able to move toward after recovering from letting go of some things that weren't right for you. Or maybe this is a desire. Maybe you want this new connection. Maybe this is what you're hopeful for, after realizing that you needed to kind of unload some burdens first. And that could be in the form of other relationships, maybe some things that weren't healthy for you or helping you move in the right direction. I feel, Aries, like you've put a lot of effort and energy into making progress. Maybe you aren't yet seeing the positive results from your effort, and that's what's kind of has you feeling a little bit imbalanced or unsure of yourself. Because I do feel the sense of feeling cautious about moving forward. Maybe you're putting in too much effort, you're putting in too much fight, and you're not getting the results that you would anticipate from the level of effort that you're putting forth. So Aries, let's get some more cards out here and see what else we get. Aries, what's coming week in September? The Ace of Swords. Four of Wands. Nice. The Empress in reverse. There's the Five of Cups again, this time in the upright. The Sun. Judgment in reverse. Nine of Wands, this time in reverse, clarifying the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Air, or Knight of Swords. So we have an Empress out here. This energy in your set of underlying energy cards is very positive, with the Ace of Swords, Four of Wands out here. Again, I feel like there is this desire to move towards something that's stable, towards something that maybe you've been wanting for a while. And I think this could be in the form of a connection relationship, a bond, the people that you want to surround yourself with that are positive influences in your life. I think that you, again, have released some things, and this could be in the form, like I said, of work, but it could also be in the form of people. Now with this Empress energy in reverse coming out, Empress in reverse can indicate selfish energy, or people who are not very nurturing, especially when it comes to relationships, a little bit more focused on themselves, or what they need and what they want. You could have released yourself from some of these people or this kind of energy, and that could have been in the workplace or around the type of work that you're doing, but I feel like you've released yourself or let go of these burdens. But there is this sense that there's this ongoing recovery after this release, that you're still feeling some of the heartache, some of the grief, some of the pain, some of the discomfort, but there is indication that there's some progress made in the department of healing, with the Five of Cups up here and then the Five of Cups in reverse over here. So I feel like, certainly if you're relieving yourself of some burdens, and that includes people in your life or relationships that were kind of holding you back or holding you down, it's going to take a period of time for you to recover from that, for you to feel better and feel like you can move forward from that. But I still get the sense that there's this imbalance with regard to a level of effort that you put forth and the level of positive outcome that you're seeing. I think that you might still feel, am I still making mistakes? What else do I need to let go of? What else do I need to walk away from? What else do I need to change, maybe about myself or about things that are going on around me, so that I can start hearing some positive news instead of this feeling like I'm still making mistakes, or I'm still recovering from bad choices or decisions I've made in my past. Because I still get that sense that there is this feeling like I want to continue to fight and move forward, but I keep feeling like I just need to throw in the towel and give up altogether, because things are feeling a little bit slow going, or maybe things just aren't improving at all, or you're not aware of it. It's kind of like things are happening behind the scenes. It's not obvious to you how things are improving yet, because it doesn't feel like things are moving forward. There is this sense of returning to this negative thought patterns, thinking I don't know if I can make this next step forward. Maybe I have to return to what's familiar to me, because I can't see where this is going. I can't see the positivity that is a result of my hard work and what I've been doing and what I've been trying to improve. The cards are indicating that you're making some positive decisions at this point, Aries. I think that the universe is recognizing that. I just don't think it's super obvious to you yet. I think you're still in that battle of recovery and maybe moving on from some hardships and some burdens from the past that kind of held you back, held you down. What's up, Carmilla? You can't hang out on my head. Come on. Come on. It's her favorite spot to land. If I walk out of the room, she follows me and usually lands on my head. Unless she's familiar with the room and she knows where she can land. Like if I go to the bathroom, she'll sit on the towel rack, the towel bar, whatever it is. if I go into the bedroom. She doesn't usually fly in there because that's where her cage is, so she'll land on my head. In the kitchen, there's not a lot of spots for her to land, and sometimes the counter's cluttered or whatever, and she doesn't have any place, so she lands on my head. That's her safe spot. It drives me nuts, but it's where she likes to be. Okay, Aries, enough about Carmilla. Let's get some more cards. This is a very solo reading so far. It feels, Aries, like I'm picking up kind of on what's going on more in your head than your actual 3D surroundings. Because I feel like you're working through some tough things and trying to move forward in the right direction towards some really positive things in your life. If you can just start feeling grounded and start feeling a little more confident, I think that based on what I'm seeing, it's going to happen. It's just going to take some time. You've got to maintain that patience. You've got to maintain that Seven of Pentacles patience, Aries. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse and Judgment in reverse. So Judgment in reverse is down here too. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. The Moon in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Six of Pentacles again in reverse. And then we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So we have a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Cups both in reverse on the table. So Aries, I'm going to go ahead and say that because these people are coming out with my mini Rider-Waite deck, this is usually my supporting characters, my fine details, my end of the story remarks type of cards. They're kind of like the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. These are giving me a little bit extra into the reading. So this Queen of Wands could certainly be your energy, but it could be somebody that you're dealing with. Because of the fact that this Queen of Wands is in reverse and came out with Judgment in reverse, I just get the feeling that this could be one of the people that was influential in some poor decisions, or this could represent your energy and why you're working through some of this stuff. If it's not somebody you're dealing with, I might change my mind about this, but I get the feeling that maybe you're coming to a realization that some priorities maybe you had in the past were the wrong priorities, that you were moving towards things that were going to make other people happy, but not you. Maybe there was some imbalance with the level of energy you were putting into with regard to your connections. You might still be you might still be stuck in that a little bit, if I'm being honest with you. You might still be stuck in that a little bit, and that's why you feel like there's a lack of movement or less progress than I think that you would like to see. In other words, there might still be some burdens that you need to release yourself of, is what I'm getting. I think you've done a lot of work in that direction, Aries, but there might be more to be had. And it could be too because maybe you're not seeing immediate progress, movement forward, maybe results from whatever efforts you've been putting into making some positive decisions for yourself, maybe because you haven't seen that progress yet or seen the positive that's coming out of your effort. You've stepped back into some old habits, step back into the lives of people that maybe you were trying to unload or get away from or move away from because they were keeping you from moving forward and keeping you feeling hesitant about making some positive decisions for yourself. So you may have slipped back into old habits, maybe old vices, relationships that you know are probably not super healthy for you, but they're comfortable for you, so you return to that. And then your priorities get skewed again. Because again, I get the feeling whether this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, whether they're the same person or somebody different, or people that are different, I just get the feeling these are the kind of relationships or connections that you need to separate yourself from in order to move forward in a more positive manner. But I don't think that you've relieved yourself altogether of this energy. And again, it could be because you just have lost some motivation because you're not seeing immediate progress or positive outcomes from your efforts. So it feels like you're falling back a little bit into what feels comfortable because it's familiar. It's not necessarily good for you, but it's familiar, and so you return to it, and that might be kind of what's in your way with regard to coming full circle and getting to move a little bit more quickly toward what you really want. It's still some of these decisions where you're falling back on what's familiar, what's comfortable, and that's kind of what's holding you back. This is kind of one of those personal growth type readings for me. Not like specific things that are happening in your 3D life, but maybe more of what you're thinking about, what you're processing in your head, what you're hoping for versus what's actually occurring in the 3D for you. Feels like you're a little bit in conflict with regard to moving toward what's good for you versus what's familiar to you. What's comfortable and familiar to you versus what's good for you. That's what I have. Maybe I'll title this video that. Let's get this last round out for Aries and see what else we get, and then we're going to wrap this up. So there's the Nine of Wands for the third time, and this time it's in the upright again. And there's the Eight of Cups again, this time in the upright. Knight of Cups in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Ten of Wands again, this time in reverse. Hanged Man. Two of Swords. And then the Five of Wands in reverse. So I do get the sense with this Nine of Wands and this Eight of Cups coming out here with this Queen of Wands, there could be a little bit of resistance. There could be the sense of being blocked or resistance that you might be feeling, Aries, with regard to breaking free of some of these things you need to break free of, including relationships or people. I feel like there's a fight to move on or move forward or move past. And I do believe it's most significantly the relationships or connections that could be holding you back a little bit, Aries, if I'm being totally honest. And again, I'm not going to indicate necessarily that these... I do feel like the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands could be the same person, could be separate people, and it could be either way for a number of you watching. But I feel like there's some emotional connections that you keep returning to because there might be people in your life who are needy, if I'm being totally honest. Needy and maybe a little demanding of your attention. People that you feel obligated to or feel like you want to help them or save them. I mean, Aries, I'm getting the sense that there is this desire to put other people first. And it's getting in your way. Because I get a sense with this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, that sometimes there are these kind of people that just always need our energy, always need our attention, always need our assistance, always need our help. And the truth of the matter is, you end up with this never-ending state of imbalance within your life, where all of your energy is going out towards others and none is being reserved for yourself. And reserved for you to move forward towards things that maybe you want or need. And I feel like you're working on relieving yourself of these burdens, but I think you have a ways to go, if I'm being honest, Aries. Based on what I'm seeing in the cards here. You might be avoiding thinking about the fact that you still have a ways to go. You still need to relieve yourself of some of this. This might be hard to think about. It might be hard to do. Because again, it's what you're familiar with, right? It's what you've become comfortable with, accustomed to, used to. It's part of who you are. It's part of your daily life. You take care of others. Others look up to you. I just get a sense that if you want to see some progress and some real results, then you still need to unload some of these burdens. And again, as harsh as this may sound, it might be in the form of giving a little less energy to the people who are hoarding it. They're hoarding it. Aries, if I'm being honest, that's what I'm seeing. There are some people in your life that are hoarding your energy. There's another good title. Is this the card? This is the card I'm taking. So there's people who are hoarding your energy, and you, frankly, Aries, I think you need to unload some of this energy, because it's holding you back, it's holding you down, it's keeping you from making progress and moving forward. And I know that's hard to do. I get it. Ace of Air came out, which of course is out here. Ace of Swords in your underlying energy with Justice. I love that this came out as your last card, Aries. It could be that you just need to gain this clarity and see the truth of the matter. And sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes it sucks. But you can't argue with the truth. You can't argue with facts. It doesn't always feel good, but you can't argue with it. I love this card too. The ace cards are all dragons. Very nice card. Oh wait, is that the Ace of Water? It's the Ace of Water, and I turned directly to it. I said Ace of Swords, and it's the Ace of... I apologize. It's the Ace of Water. Which is the Ace of Cups. Which did not come out in your reading. Let's see what the Ace of Swords looks like real quick. I know I'm wasting time, but I want to see this real quick. I won't dig it out of the deck. So the Ace of Air, Ace of Swords. I mean, see, they're all very similar. There's the Ace of Swords. And then, of course, these little triangles that represent air, water, fire, and earth. Sometimes I get those mixed up. And I think the Ace of Air is a blue card also. It's very similar. Anyway, and then I just closed the book. There it is. Okay, Aries, let's go ahead and read the Ace of Water for you. Ace of Cups, and see what this has to say. And then we'll wrap this up. The Ace of Water symbolizes the beginning of a new love and those feelings of nervous excitement we experience at the start of new relationships. It is that growing sense of attraction and infatuation that draws you in and dares you to throw common sense aside. Falling in love is both paradoxically thrilling and terrifying as a flood of emotions picks you up and carries you away. The river could carry you gently or lead you to rapids, or worse, fling you over a waterfall. Regardless of where this new beginning may lead, now is time to open your heart to another or to a new experience or opportunity. Remember that the Ace of Water does not necessarily symbolize a romantic relationship. You are being asked to allow your desire, passion, or attraction to carry you along in its flow, and trust that it will take you to where you need to be. There you go. I mean, you know what? Short and sweet and to the point. And I didn't see this coming. I mean, maybe that's why I thought it was the Ace of Swords, Ace of Air when I saw it come out. I didn't see this coming, but it makes sense, Aries. It makes sense because if you're unloading this dead weight, these people that are just sucking the life out of you and demanding your attention, your resources, your energy, your emotions, it's going to prevent you from new connections, new relationships, romantic or otherwise. Whether this is a new friendship, new work relationship, or a new romance, if you have these other people in your life that you can't unload, that are using up your resources and your energy, this can't come in. So this looks like, based on what I'm seeing, Aries, this looks difficult. It looks very challenging, but you are making headway and you are making progress and you are fighting to move forward, and it's going to take some significant energy. And I'm not saying that you need to end relationships necessarily, but you certainly need to start investing in yourself a little bit more instead of giving everything to everybody else. So, Aries, I'm going to leave that here. I hope that this reading was helpful to you. I wish you all the best as you move forward and make some progress in your life with regard to some positive things and positive goals for yourself. I hope that the reading was helpful. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. I really appreciate you watching, Aries. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.